Welcome to the G-Man channel, where we play space games, and today we're going to be playing Star Citizen. Good day, space travelers! Today is the culmination of our efforts thus far. We're going to wrap up our series Quick Start Guide by renting a Drake Cutlass Black, more affectionately known as the Cutty Black, and a Greycat ROC, so we can mine gemstones on planet surfaces. We won't need to be going into any more dank, dark caves. These Vantage rental terminals can be found on any station that has a refinery. This is what we've been working towards this entire time. The 50,000 credits that we made hand mining is for renting this equipment. Renting equipment is far more productive than waiting until you have the full amount to purchase a large ship. You need a large ship in order to carry the Greycat ROC, so the Cutty Black comes in handy here. It's heralded as one of the best ships in the game. It has a lot of features that we'll get into in a little bit. But the most important feature that it has that we are currently looking for is its large cargo bay. To start flying your rented Cutty Black, go to any Fleet Manager terminal and select it as you would any other ship for retrieval. Well, space travelers, here it is, the Cutty Black. This thing is huge! Alright, this isn't a ship review video, so let's get back on task. Because if it were, I'd spend the next 20 minutes telling you all about the VTOL engines, the man turret with dual laser repeaters, the dual overhead Gatling guns, the dual underbelly laser repeaters, and about how this baby will zoom over the landscape fast enough to make Vin Diesel jealous. But it's not a ship review video, so back to it, I guess. Alright, so as you can see, mining outposts can be busy places. We got this jerk in a Corsair sitting on the pads that we need. With any luck, we'll blow a ship up when we spawn our rock, so let's see. This might be a good time to go into your key bindings. Find the toggle doors open and closed, and set a hotkey for that. I can tell you that colon and quotation marks are open keys, so you won't overbind any other keys if you use one of those. This will just make it a lot easier to open and close your doors when you enter and exit the ship, so you don't have to do it manually each time. Now there's a building next to the two small pads. The two small pads are for spawning ground vehicles, which is why I parked in front of them. Just go in here and use the terminal as normal, find your rock and spawn it.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered.
Well, poo. Our rock spawned on the pad without the Corsair, so the Corsair is still there. Bummer. Kinda hoping for a light show. You get in the rock the same way you get in a pilot seat, by holding F and selecting enter seat. Once you're in there, you turn it on the same way too. You push U and then hit I, turn on the engines. Now, while this Cutty Black is more than capable of flying this rock around, it is a tight squeeze. So go in slow and centered, because you can flip over inside the Cutty Black and then everything blows up. Alright, now I didn't go in far enough, and I didn't go in far enough on purpose, because I want to show you just how tight a squeeze this is. And if you do it wrong, you won't have any room to maneuver around inside the cargo hold. Alright, you're going to want to get a lot closer to that wall, so just inch it in until you feel uncomfortable and then get out. Alright, always turn your engines off before you park the machine in the cut. Otherwise it can move around and then you blow up. Alright. Now you just stopped at a mining depot and picked up an expensive piece of equipment to go mine expensive gemstones. Do not mine close to the mining depot. When you're in the rock, you are extremely susceptible to being attacked. There are no shields and it has no weapons. So get out of detection range before you start mining. Even if you find a hotspot, don't do it. Someone will kill you and steal all of your hard work. You'll see here that I actually quantum jump away because I don't want to be anywhere close to that mining depot. Alright, now you'll see me start scanning for gemstone nodes. You do this by holding down the V button and then releasing it. You're looking for signatures that show up somewhere in the 2,000 to 3,000 range. The ones that are out there way farther, like 7,000 and 9,000, those are not going to be gemstones. But you can still head towards them, and sometimes there's gemstones nearby. So if you're on your way to one of those faraway sites, and then another node pops up, and it's within 2,000 to 3,000 meters, it's probably gemstones. Alright, so this first signature that we hit when we came out of Quantum was not gemstones. Those are the kind of rocks you mine with a prospector or an Argo mole. So, moving on. Alright, we hit pay dirt. Those are gemstone nodes. So now what we're going to do is identify them. Because if you recall, we do not want to mine aphrite. So if that's aphrite, we're also going to be moving on. To scan those nodes, what you want to do is lightly tap your V key. That'll bring up the scan HUD. Now use your mouse wheel to narrow the scan field down to its lowest setting. Now put your reticle directly over a rock and press the fire button. holding the fire button down. You must remain completely still. The scan only takes a couple of seconds, and once it's complete, it'll tell you what kind of rock you're looking at. This one was hadnite, pay dirt. So now we're going to unload the rock and get to mining. To activate mining mode on the rock, press M. Alright, now just like the hand miner, there's a HUD, only it's reversed. So the HUD is going to be on the right side this time instead of the left side. So you don't want the big shiny beam to be over the HUD. You want to position the rocks you're going to mine towards the left side. And it's the same minigame. Using your mouse scroll wheel and Alt, you adjust the power going into the rock to get the marker into the green zone. Don't go into the red zone because the rock will blow up and it'll probably destroy your rock. And then you'll have to walk back to your ship and go claim your rock. Alright, you've watched me do this once, and you did it with the hand miner, so I'm going to speed things up. Alright, now that you've popped a few rocks, let's extract them. So right click on your mouse, that'll enter extraction mode. Put the beam in a cluster of gems and don't move it. Sit with the beam stationary until gems stop coming to the head. If you move the beam around while you're still extracting, gems that are in transit from the ground to the head will fly away into a random direction and you'll have to go pick them up. Time to go fast again. Now you'll see right there that I got out of the rock to pick up a gemstone that was being stubborn. Don't do this. All of the gem markers will go away, and the only way to get around that is to continually scan using the V key again. This will highlight all of the gemstones on the ground so that you can see them again. But it won't put a marker over them. So you'll just have to keep hitting V. Alright, I finished that pile up and then decided to get back in the cutty. But this is what I was talking about. I said go in center and take it easy. You can see that I get full tilted, 45 degrees. If I'd have rolled over, I would have blown up and lost all the gems, the ship, and the rock. So to preserve your sanity, I went ahead and mined some rocks off camera and then went back to the station and prepared to sell. This wasn't a huge haul, but I don't need money from rock mining. I can make money faster with the salvaging ship. I'm just doing this so that you guys can see where I'm coming from. This is how I got to where I am, and I thought it would be a good idea to share my experience with everybody else. My current goal is to get the Reclaimer, the capital-size salvaging ship. It supports multiple pilots, and you can bring in about 10 million a haul. It's kinda ridiculous. I bet you guys thought you were going to get through this video without another commercial. But guess again. If you have some spare time, stop by the burrito bar and pick up a torpedo burrito. Our patented blend of synthetic protein, flavored like chicken, dietary fiber, and spices will make sure that your next trip to the lavatory will make a huge splash, just like a real torpedo. Well, thanks for stopping by the G-Man channel. I hope you guys enjoyed my content and want to see more of it in the future. Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you feel like it, hit that subscribe button and give me a like. See you guys next time. Peace.